Hello everyone, welcome back to another technical analysis video. Today we're going to be going over Ark USD, cryptocurrency known as Ark. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So first we're going to start off by just analyzing the long-term picture on Ark. As you can see, if we just draw out a little channel from this high over here connecting this, we seem to be following this channel very nicely. As we came up into here, we met some resistance, and obviously we broke that trend line. We couldn't break past it, and we're stumbling around here. But next we're gonna look at this big volume that came in here on this rise. So basically when that happened, that was a record volume on Ark, and that resulted price to wick up there, and then we flagged up, and that's just very nice bullish movements. And Ark went all the way back to where it started at back in when it had its ICO in earlier this month, actually, or earlier this year. But basically now we're gonna draw connecting these points over here. Just a very simple trend line right here. So this is a bullish trend line that we had. Once we broke this, we were looking at bearish signs on Ark. But as we analyze the structure closer and closer, we're going to be seeing why there may be reaccumulation going on here. So when we had this wick over here, that created an upper resistance area, and obviously we went up there, came back in here, stumbled around here, and now we're wicking in that area and not able to break that area. And down here where we started to flag at and we broke out and retouched at, that's like the previous zone that it's a pretty important area. If we break that, we're going to be going down definitely to like 50 cents, to the 50-cent area. So this is like the bottom section, or the bottom price line that you want to be looking at support, it acting as support continuously. So that's what we have on the daily time frame. Other than that, you can see that we're just making a series of lower highs. There's a lot of liquidity up here in this area, right? So what we're gonna expect, and what we know is what's gonna happen for sure, is that this area, when we came up here, we broke out and then we retouched it, and we kept it as a support area, and here is resistance. But we know this area is important. So Ark, I'm looking for bullish movements, because if you look down here where we had this big wick, and coming off of the support, what we're having here is just a very nice head and shoulders action. So if I go into the smaller time frames, I'm going to be able to show you guys a little bit easier. So basically what we have here is we're looking at like this price area, that price area right there. And how we trade this inverted head and shoulders is, what we're going to do is we're going to connect this point to this point, and here you have your established support and resistance area, like of the head and shoulders. I mean, I guess you could consider that area, but here's where we started to buy, and here's where we obviously got the right shoulder. But this is also another area we're going to be looking at, seeing some support. So what we want to see is potentially a deeper retrace into here around this point and a rise from there. But ultimately what we want to see is this box, we're going to break out and we're going to retouch it. When we retouch it, that's when we will be looking to enter longs in a very strategic manner. And when we do that, we're going to put our stop loss, or when Ark, if we buy at $2.70 to $3 range, and Ark goes back down to $2, we're going to be exiting our position, because we don't want to see that. We want to see strong movements out of this box area. We're seeing this accumulation going down here. This liquidity up here is where it's trapped. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here, take that liquidity in. Sellers will enter the market, will cause price to go down, and after that buyers will come in as they've been reaccumulating, and price will go where it's least resistant, which will be up. So that's just my technical view on Ark. I like that big volume coming in here. This high point is definitely significant. So what we're going to see is you're going to have a breakout and a retouch of most likely this exact high point over here. or somewhere in that range, and then a rise from there. And I think Ark is a good long-term coin. We will do a fundamental analysis review on it, but this is just a technical view on it. Everything translates from the fundamentals to the chart, and it's pretty awesome.